I'm dropping things. Hi. Hi. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Let's make sure that all of y'all can hear and see me. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Baby. I have mad old music stuck in my head right now. So if you are seeing me, you should be seeing me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and the Tickety Tockety. Hey, Tickety Tockety. Also, if you don't know who I am, hi, welcome to Lupus Awareness Month, day 28. It's my 188th episode on the 28th of May for Lupus Awareness Month. Isn't that fun? Isn't that so fun? Hi, Tickety Tockety. What's up, guys? Okay, so today I'm going to talk about. Oh, if you don't know me, I forgot. If you don't know me, my name is Tennille, and I guide people through reclaiming their identity and designing a full life even after diagnosis. Hello, I'm glad you see me on Facebook. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, guys, chime in. Let me know where you're tuning in from, and where you are on the app situation. Are you on Facebook? Are you on Instagram? Are you on YouTube? Are you on Tickety Tockety? I see you, Tickety Tockety. Hi. So today, I wanted to keep it a little light. I actually have to be somewhere in 20 minutes. So we are keeping it light and airy and fluffy, if you will. But I do want to talk about hope and healing today. And when I say healing, a lot of people think I am selling some kind of a cure. And that is not what it is. That healing or being happily healed doesn't mean you're cured of any and all disease. Wait a minute here. Oh, goodness. Wait, can you see me on Instagram? It's strange. I just realized my screen isn't split like it normally is. Okay. I guess you're seeing me. That's interesting. If you have any issue being able to see me, let me know. Because I am. Oh, I did that to myself. I see me now. Okay, we're good. No, we're not good. It's weird. It's okay. We'll edit things if we need to edit things, but hopefully you can see me. Okay, you can see me. I can see me. That's great. But anyways, healing, being happily healed does not mean a miraculous cure. I'm not selling snake oil, if you will. I'm selling the fact that you don't have to be without a diagnosis, without a disease, without a disorder to live an extremely happy, extremely helpful to yourself and others around you and the planet, and be a contributing member of society. You don't have to not do any of those things because you got diagnosed with something and they tell you how long you're going to live and they tell you all these negative things. Like, it took me till nowish, to realize, like, they told me my life was over when I got lupus. They told me, like, verbatim, your whole life is over. Like, this is not the way you get to live anymore. You will never travel again. You will, never grow up to be 30 or beyond. You should probably never work again. My ex told me I shouldn't trick people into falling in love with me because I know I'm going to die soon. So it's very important to me to push this narrative of hope, of healing, and happiness. You get to be happy on purpose. This is not, it's not just a feeling. It's like joy that makes no sense. It is on purpose, living your life all the way. It is making the dash in between your birthday and your death day count for something, okay? It's rebuilding, it's adapting, it's growing, it's, finding peace where you are at. Like, you do not have to cure anything or fix anything to live a happy life. I've seen the sickest people on this planet. If anybody's seen the documentary Claire, it's on YouTube, I think. She had cystic fibrosis, and one of the happiest people ever, and she couldn't even breathe. She was in the hospital more than she was at home. Just like the poorest people on the planet can be the happiest people. Hey, Davia. Hi, Queen. Long time no see, friend. I hope you're doing amazing. But the poorest people that could live on this earth, from, I think we're not allowed to say third world countries anymore, but whatever that's called, like, they're living happy and excited about waking up every day and being blessed to see their family and their friends and have what they have. And somebody else is somewhere being mad, pissed about, I don't have this and I don't have that. So I've chosen to be, grateful and thankful for what I do have and not focus on what I don't have, because what you focus on expands. And I would love for my life to just expand, explode into everything. And like, when I leave this planet, I want it to be a legacy of, she did everything she could possibly do. She lived full and died empty. I do not have any time to entertain, all of the, I wish I could, and why can't I, and how, like, I'm not focusing on that anymore. I spent so long focusing on that because I didn't know any better, and I didn't understand that it was a decision I was making. So let's see. I put sometimes healing looks like, but I think it's probably in my, it'll all be in my caption, but things that you can count as healing, right? Active healing, learning new things about your body, learning new things about your diagnosis, making yourself comfortable, mental health healing, like coming to terms with all that's going on with you, finding a community, growing some boundaries. That's something I've been working on for so long, and right now they're all being tested, every boundary. And I just realized that I get to not just talk the talk, I get to walk the walk and really truly be like, nah, that's not good with me. This is my boundary. Like, everyone doesn't have to acknowledge or respect your boundaries, and then that just means you get to cut them off. There's consequences for not respecting my boundaries personally, right? And the community that I'm building, they respect our boundaries, okay? They understand where we're coming from and they see where we're going. I don't have to explain myself more than once. They pick it up when I put it down, okay? So I love that. That's not something you have to wait for. You can do that right now. You can decide that right now, and that is healing. That is healing when you realize that you don't have to wait for anybody or anything or any age or whatever. You just do it. Just like, oh, you know what? This is my boundary. Pick it up. Purpose is healing. So what was the saying? It's like when you're born twice? You're born when you have a life, and then you're born again when you find out why you're alive, or like what you need to do. And all this is mission now. This is mission. This is not like, at some point, like when I'm, what is the Scrooge McDuck, and I'm swimming in my money pool, I would like to do this for free. I'd like to not not depend on coaching and speaking and whatever to be making money, unless it's like I'm making money for someone else or something that way. This is mission. This is purpose. This is not, just something I'm doing, or this is passion project territory. And I love that. Go Thunder. I guess the Thunder are winning. Go Oklahoma and the Thunder. It is their one professional team, so we cheer hard. Boop. So, and I want to make sure that everyone knows that healing exists even when challenges are happening. Like, healing to me is even when, let's say you're in a hospital, you're in a flare, you're doing, and seeing it in a different perspective instead of being down about it, or being like just taking a deep breath and not getting the anxiety about it. That's healing. That is, you are actively healing yourself, knowing yourself, learning how to deal with these things easier and better, right? So this last big flare up, I really was torn all the way down. Okay. I was ripped away from everything that I had grown to know. Like, I now have 3 hometowns, like Safety Harbor, Florida, Clearwater Beach, Florida is my one place, you know, where I grew up. Brooklyn, New York, and then Mount Vernon, New York. That's where I lived after I graduated high school. And then now I've been in Georgia for like 3 years, and that's my current residence, so it's home. But I really thought I was going to live in New York forever, and I thought my life was going to be completely different. And for me to be able to accept where I'm at and build there, like I just kept saying out loud to anyone who would listen, I will grow where I'm planted. I will grow where I'm planted. I wasn't happy about it. I wasn't excited. I had no friends out here. My boyfriend at the time was still back in New York. You know, I had no idea how I was gonna make money, where I was gonna like hang out, if I ever was gonna like connect with people out here, because we're so different, etc. And healing was finding out that I could build a community from my Zoom. I could build a community from my social media. I could feel close to people that I've never met in real life. Be best friends with people who I've never met in real life. And that means so much to me. And that's growing. That is healing. It's bigger than you could even imagine. Like I would never, if God told me, sat me down and said, hey, we are going to take you through this, and we're going to take you through that, and then we're going to take you through this. You're going to be dead, and you're going to be alive. It's going to be great. I would be like, no, thank you, sir. Can I get the easier route? How about we don't do that and never do it? That'd be great. But I had no choice in the matter, except for the choice of finding the bright side, growing where I'm planted, doing the work on myself, on my circle, on my community. Like, I had that choice, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Like, imagine that lupus never found me. I had never presented any symptoms. I had never gone into the deepest depression and come out on the other side. I had never been, so sick that they thought I would never survive to be this age. Like, if I hadn't been through every step of what I have been through, I would not have gotten here. And that, to me, would be the biggest heartbreak. And I thought it's like Indiana Jones. If you've seen that old Indiana Jones where they like reach in, rip at the heart, and still beating. Boom, 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 boom. My dad had me watch that, and I'll never forget him because I can never get that scene out of my head. But it's like when my dad passed. The anniversary is coming up next month. No, sorry, not the anniversary. His birthday is coming up next month. It felt like that, and somehow I still survived. I still thrived. It's as if all the air was kicked out of me, and I was just waiting to not exist. And somehow I was helped to make the decision to keep going. And I think that was built up from all the years of disease, all the years of disorder, all the years of coming back. Like, I had trained the way Daddy would train for a boxing match. I had been training for my heart to be smashed into a million pieces and to come back, right? So we deserve to have hope, and we deserve to feel healed in whatever state our bodies are actually in. Okay. Let me run through these lists really quick. I have 5 minutes before I need to be on somebody's Zoom, okay? So, important facts. I always do facts. So, stress management and mental health support can improve quality of life for lupus patients or anyone, honestly. Lifestyle habits that may support you support symptom management. So like I always say, write it down, figure it out. Like what helps your symptoms? When something happens, how do you counter that? When something happens, besides taking more medication, do that if you need to, but find something that you can do to help yourself, right? Community and emotional support matter in chronic illness outcomes. That is a fact that I wrote down. People who are lonely can die from loneliness. So imagine if something is already trying to kill you, how much worse it can be to be lonely. Please get yourself a routine that's going to get you through in the hardest times. For me, it was faith, like talking to God, talking to my higher power, whoever you're talking to, right? The vegan lifestyle. I genuinely feel like I don't steal people's men for the karma benefits, and I don't eat people's babies or steal their milk for the karma benefits. And I feel better about myself, okay? I rest. Even though I can't sleep, I rest. I've created boundaries for myself. Therapy, coaching, community, all of it. All of it. Grab you some of each of those, okay? Advocacy, because we're fighting for a cause. I'm not in this alone. You're not in this alone. We're doing this for each other. I'm getting people kidneys. I'm at the Capitol. I'm doing all the things. Purposeful work got me through. Having something bigger than me that I'm working on for real got me through. There's no way. If I was doing stuff for me, like at that time, I was like, it's fine. Whatever I got, whatever. But knowing that somebody else is counting on me, knowing that other people are waiting for me to find them or for them to find me so that we can work together fuels me crazy. And having grace with myself, which I work on repeatedly all the time. Like, I'm the biggest, best, most amazing, most miraculous project I will ever work on. Like, let me be the one to hype myself up, because the world will beat you down. Doctors will beat you down, even if it's unintentionally. Build yourself up. Love on yourself. Affirm yourself, because everything else is hard enough. Don't let it be like your own mind that's telling you bad stuff about yourself. Okay, so questions real quick, because I gotta go. Okay, so 1, what does healing mean to you? When I was talking about healing, is that how you feel and how you think too, or you think that's crazy? What helped you keep hope when it was hopeless? What part of your journey are you most proud of surviving? I really want to hear that. Pretty please get in my inbox. Let me know what you're thinking, what your answers for those questions are. Yeah, so lupus became part of my story. It might have saved my life, even though it tried to kill me, right? But it didn't become the end of my story. It was punctuation. It was not the period, okay? So I believe that we're all in that same type of story if you want it to be, okay? And I am here, as always. Get in my inbox, get in my calendar. I would be honored to speak to you and to, walk through this journey of chronic illness with you, okay? So happy Lupus Awareness Month, episode 188, May 28th, and it's like 8:58 p.m. Have a great night. Stay happily healed. Bye.